Hello and welcome to Martinsville for Race 7 in the Procore Cup Series. Let's take a look at the drivers to watch for today. First we have Chase Elliott, who's on pole today and is 13 points back of the 8th playoff spot. Second we have Austin Dillon, who's in a must-win situation and starts second. Then we have Ryan Blaney, who became the first ever driver to win 2 races last race. Next we have William Byron, who's the current points leader and is yet to win a race. Brad Keselowski is currently the last driver in the playoffs, 9 points ahead of Logano. And finally, we have Daniel Hemrick, who's making his first start in the Procore Cup Series. Let's take a look at your starting lineup. There we have Keselowski in 8th, Logano in 10th, and Daniel Hemrick making a nice first start in 9th. DiBenedetto starts 19th and is 12 points back. Here are your current point standings for drivers who are not in a must-win situation and are not already in the playoffs. Stages 1 and 2 will be 6 laps each, and Stage 3 will be 8 laps for a 20-lap race today. Green flag is in the air in the last race of the regular season. Chase Elliott is clear for the lead coming out of turn 2. Austin Dillon to the inside for the lead, and Austin Dillon leads lap 1. Ryan Blaney to the inside, but Elliott puts a block on Blaney to keep that second position. Austin Dillon now has a big lead as we start lap 3 of 6. Blaney and Larson now getting by Byron for 4th. Kyle Larson now closing in on Blaney, that's for 3rd. Chase Elliott closing in on Austin Dillon with 2 laps to go in the stage. Kyle Larson getting by Ryan Blaney for 3rd. There's Keselowski, who has 13 points to the good over Chase Elliott. Elliott now to the inside of Austin Dillon for the lead. Austin Dillon still battling for the stage win on the outside. Stage win goes to Elliott, followed by Austin Dillon, and there's a wreck in turn 3. Boys around him. Whoa, Stenhouse hit the wall pretty hard. 7-car pile up here at the end of stage 1. Eric Jones, Ty Dillon, Paul Menard, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Daniel Suarez, and Denny Hamlin are all now eliminated from Procore Cup Series Season 1 playoffs. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. having to get towed away after he hit the wall hard in turns 3 and 4. Elliott is now only 5 points behind Brad Keselowski for the final spot in the playoffs, and Kyle Larson now is officially the 7th driver to clinch himself a spot in the playoffs. Joey Logano is 11 points back of Brad Keselowski is getting the free pass, and we are ready to restart on lap 10 of 20. Green flag is back in the air for Chase Elliott. Kyle Larson going to take 2nd from Austin Dillon. William Byron now going to take 3rd, and what a save by Kurt Busch. And Blaney gets turned around by Newman, and into Kyle Busch. Daniel Hemrick involved in as well. He was having a good day in his first career start. Ryan Newman has now been eliminated from the playoffs. Stage 2 won by Chase Elliott under caution, and Brad Keselowski finishes 4th in the stage. The gap is now to 2 points between Elliott and Keselowski, and Chase Elliott has now led the most laps, so it's actually a 1-point difference between the two drivers. So whoever finishes better out of those two will make the playoffs, unless there is a winner currently outside of the playoffs. Alex Bowman gets the free pass, is now back in the lead lap. Restart with 6 laps to go in the regular season. Green flag is back in the air for Chase Elliott. William Byron takes 2nd from Kyle Larson, who's radioed to his team that he has a loose wheel. Matt DiBenedetto now making a pass on Jimmy Johnson, that's for 3rd. Remember, if DiBenedetto wins, Chase Elliott and Keselowski both won't make the playoffs. Elliott gets loose into 1 and 2, and DiBenedetto takes the lead, but Byron isn't giving up on the outside, side by side for the lead with 3 laps to go now. DiBenedetto and Byron still side by side for the lead, coming to 2 to go. DiBenedetto's now clear, but Byron with the crossover, and he's now clear for the lead with 2 laps to go. Keselowski and Elliott now separated by 1 position as we come to 1 lap to go in the regular season. Byron continues to expand his lead. DiBenedetto, 1 last shot into 3. He won't get there. William Byron will win at Martinsville, and Keselowski's going to put Elliott in the wall off of turn 4. And Brad Keselowski will make the playoffs in Season 1. Matt DiBenedetto comes up just short after a failed last-second move for the win, and he misses out in the playoffs in Season 1. Chase Elliott comes up 2 points short after getting passed on the last corner by Keselowski. Brad Keselowski becomes the last driver in the playoffs after his bold move off of turn 4. And Austin Dillon, who had an amazing race, finished 3rd, however, came up just short of the win. Our playoff field of 8 is now set. We have William Byron, Ryan Blaney, Kyle Busch, Kevin Harvick, Kyle Larson, Martin Truex Jr., Clint Boyer, and finally we have Brad Keselowski. We will see you in about a month for the first of 2 races in the round of 8 at Charlotte. And in 2 weeks we have the All-Star race. Voting ends today, so make sure to vote if you haven't already.